You can catch me with the shooters. What up, what up, what up? It is May 17th, 2020. It is Sunday once again. This is another installment of Around the Point. All you dorks, all you mother flowers out there, hopefully you're all having a wonderful Sunday. In general, but basically depending where you're at, it's already the end of the day. But fuck it, hope you all had a wonderful Sunday. Holy shit. It's getting hot in here. Temperature rising, if you will. Getting warm out there. The summertime coming here around the corner. And to think that a month from now, I would have been in Vegas celebrating the big 3-0. But for the looks of it, I'm going to be in my house. As always, guys, it is me. It is the fat fuck himself. It's Steve. See, I got the 2 chains on today. You can call me the real 2 Chainz. Holy shit. But I am not alone here. I am not alone. All right. I'm here joined with the good brother all the way in Detroit. Detroit versus everybody. The one, the only, Big Mike for Big Mike Wrestling Recap Show. Big Mike, what's the word, bro? How you been, man?
Yo, what's going on, Steven? What's going on, everybody in the chat?
Chilling, bruh. You know what it is, man. I know the dealio, man. Just chilling here on this wonderful Sunday. How's your week been? What you been up to, man?
Yo, week's been real good. Week's been positive. It's been interesting as well.
Interesting, I like that though. I like that. Interesting, positive. You know, I think that's important. You know, you try to find the positivity in all of the situation that we're in right now, right? Fun little fact, bro. Over here in Jersey, they are reopening the beaches. The Jersey Shore will be open just in time for Memorial Day weekend. I do not know how to feel about that one. I do not honestly know how to feel about that, Mike. Seriously, I really, really don't.
Well, man, all you gotta do is pray for some hot weather.
The audio's going good too. The audio's popping good, but just making sure, because again, I'm very picky with the audio sometimes. But there's a lot of this going on. They're reopening the shore. Apparently there's people, because I do follow people on the gram. You can follow me on the gram too, by the way, at Heel Steven, that actually this weekend alone went to the Jersey Shore. They went to the beach. Some of them are actually been in the water. You crazy motherfuckers. I honestly would not go. Listen, I have not been to the Jersey Shore, no cap, since the summer of 2012. That's crazy, right?
Mm-hmm.
Here's the thing about it too. I am not a beach person. I am not a person of the ocean. Granted, I've been to the beach. I've been to Cancun 2 summers ago.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But it wasn't like, it was just a family resort. But the point of the matter is, I'm more of a pool guy. That's my type of scene. I prefer chlorine over the fucking sea, if you will. You know, I prefer, hell, even the lake. I'll take a lake, believe it or not, over the ocean. Granted, when I go to the beach, you know what I do, bro? I put my feet on, on the, what do you call that? On the shore, if you will, right?
Oh, yeah, on the dock.
I put my feet on the sand, let the water hit my feet, and that's it.
The shallow area.
That's all I do. I don't get in the water. I don't swim in it. Back when I was a kid, I used to love going back in the day. I used to love going to the beach. It used to be my shit. It used to be my shit, bro. I used to love it too back in the day. Whenever we get, there goes the iced tea hitting the pop filter. Holy shit. God damn it. But I used to like it back in the day when I would go to the beach and the waves were like extra crazy, right? That when it hits you, you would just, be shook by it, right? I used to love that.
Right.
I used to like pretend I was surfing the wave and shit. You know what I mean? But as you get older, it's like, fucking beach.
Yeah.
Fucking little
I'm neither there.
The little kids running around, being a pain in the you know what. I appreciate some aspects, seeing bitches in bikinis, if you will. Hell, I appreciate the women. Hell, even wearing the one piece. I got love for my ladies wearing the one piece. How many of y'all ladies out there wearing the one piece? Let me know. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? But
Right.
they already opened. Apparently, though, the boardwalk will still remain closed as far as you guys wanted to ride on the roller coasters and shit like that. That'll still be closed. Apparently, though, also starting tomorrow, non-essential businesses will be open. A lot of them. Construction work. I'm hoping as well the barbershops reopen as well. That is what I hope. I hope they reopen the barbershops, bro. Because, bro, I am dying to get a haircut. You have no idea, bro. Granted, listen, my barber comes to my house. Whenever I call him, he'll come to my house. He'll cut my hair outside on my backyard and shit. Because I don't want him in the house, if you will, right? That's part of the deal. But I can't wait to go back to the fucking barbershop in general, if you will. Mike, I can tell you too, you're just dying for your barbershops to reopen.
Bro, quarantine got me. Look.
Laughing, Mike? You're cutting off there, brother.
Oh, I said the quarantine got me looking crazy.
Oh, bro, you looking good though. I mean, again, listen, I don't have your hair though, bro. I don't have your hair. So, me having straight hair, it's a problem at times, dude. It's annoying when it grows in and shit. I wish I could have your hair. No cap, bro. I wish I could have your hair. Believe it or not, Mike. Kind of crazy to see the here, but you kind of get the idea. And Mike's Skype went off again. It happens. It happens. It's perfectly normal. I'm pretty sure Mike will get back on momentarily, and when he does, I'll add him back into the call. That's how it works sometimes. It is what it is. Yo, Steve, just want to say that I'm loving the throwback reviews. Keep up the good work. Thank you. I appreciate it, man. Thank you, Chief, for showing love. Guys, in case you guys don't know, speaking of the throwback, myself and Big Mike this past Friday dropped the latest episode of the throwback. We covered ECW's One Night Stand 2006. If you have not checked that out yet, it is in the video archives of the channel. It is also available on all the podcasting platforms where you can listen to Around the Point, whether that be Apple Podcasts, whether that be Stitcher Radio, whether that be TuneIn Radio, Google Podcasts, Anchor, Spotify, also over at okfabe.com if you guys want to listen to Around the Point. And Big Mike is back in again, I hope. Big Mike, you there, brother?
It never fails.
It never does. But you know what, dude? I wouldn't have it any other way, dude, believe it or not.
Exactly.
I would not have it any other way. So I was saying, we're getting love from the throwback, bro. Thank the Chief in the comments. Yeah, people loving it, bro. Again, ECW 06, the One Night Stand. And we talked about it this week, coming up. This week coming up, we'll be talking about the first episode, the first In Your House. Being that, again, In Your House is coming back from NXT. That was their big announcement on Wednesday. And it's like, you know what? Let's talk about In Your House. I feel like that's fair, right? That's the fair thing to do in a way. Yeah. So let's talk about In Your House. So make sure you guys tune in when that drops as well. It will also, again, drop on Friday. All right, as a premiere. You can join me and Mike in the live chat and all that fun stuff. It'll also drop on the podcasting platforms too. But I'm enjoying the throwback. They're fun as hell to do, going back in time and seeing what I remember, what I don't, all that fun stuff. But Mike, what about you, bro? What's been going on in Detroit with this whole pandemic? What's the word?
Well,
are the Karens still going at insane, if you will?
Yeah. So our governor keeps pushing back to stay home, which is a good thing. I guess they are trying to figure out how to reopen some stuff back up. But for now, it's still, she pushing this. She said that she doesn't want to let people out unless it's a vaccine. So she's looking at like the summer, like late June, early July to start opening stuff back up. So she's pushing stuff back.
I heard about that. And again, listen, it's crazy, bro. And listen, it could be worse, but it could be California right now, bro. It could be
Yeah,
Cali
that's
right now.
true.
It could be Cali. You know what I'm saying? Cali right now, they're sending the 3 months of lockdown or quarantine, or whatever the fuck you want to refer to it as. 3 more months.
Yeah.
Here in Jersey, dude, yeah, it's crazy. And I said this on Twitter a couple days ago. It's crazy to think, to imagine that my state, the Garden State, right? We
Right.
are the state in the entire country with the highest rate of deaths because of the virus. That's insane, bro. Fucking
Yeah.
Jersey, dude.
Yeah.
You wouldn't think that. You would think, hey, there's California, there's Texas, hell, even New York. Bro, New Jersey, bro. Listen, I don't mean to come off like a dick. I really don't. But if this were a competition, holy shit, dude. If this were a competition, holy crap.
Yeah.
But damn, bro. Again, listen, everyone, I want everyone to be safe. I want everyone to don't go crazy with it. Yes, I want everything to be back to normal, just like everyone else does. Again, this has been at least since the whole thing happened in March, right? Parts of March almost. We're now in
Yeah.
May. It's been 2 months now, right?
Yeah.
2 months of this whole pandemic. It's been like what?
Realistically, 3.
3 months, yeah, but the world went to shit completely 100% starting March,
Yeah,
right?
they did. Yeah. Yeah, it's true.
So we're talking about, at least for me, at least 9 Saturdays that I've stayed home. I've not gone out. 9 weekends as a whole that I have not gone out. And again, I'm not really a club person per se. It's not really my scene. It used to be back in the day, but as you get older, it's like, if you will, seeing a bunch of fucking dorks and shit, and they're being unsecured as fuck because they bring their girlfriend to the club and shit. Point is, though, I miss going to the club in some way, shape, or form. Right? I pass by nightclubs as I drive around and shit, and they just feel abandoned. It feels
Yeah.
fucking abandoned. Like, we have this Instagrammer, I don't know if you know him or not, but he's he's verified. He has a blue check mark. His name is Mike Ruga, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure you heard of him. I'm not really sure. But he, again, World Star posted stuff and stuff like that, right? So he did a video. Like, he drove by 3 nightclubs that are here in the Jersey area that are well known, if you will, right? All sad, depressed. And in the background, he had the Aaliyah song, "Lost Without You." Lost with
Yeah.
it comes up, and that song, right? It's very
Yeah.
hilarious. Like, damn, bro. Cause yeah, bro. For some people, it's like, yo, they want to go back to their normal life, but at the same time, you can't open everything right away at once. So here in Jersey, a couple weeks ago they reopened the parks, the county parks, right?
Right.
Recently, they're opening the beaches, just in time for Memorial Day weekend, and hopefully, and apparently Monday as well. They're reopening some non-essential businesses, which I hope is a barbershop. I hope it's a salon. I hope it's the nail spa. Hell, even the tattoo parlors. I hope.
Yeah.
But gonna be also like apparently also the non-essential businesses is gonna be to door order basically. What do you call
Right.
those? Like curbside door, whatever.
Oh, DoorDash and Uber
No,
Eats.
no, 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 no. Like, so like you order it, but it's like to pick up basically. So let's say you go to, like, I don't
Oh,
know,
curbside. Yeah, curbside
order.
carry out.
Yeah, basically like that, almost. So it's like, let's say you go to, like, I don't know, for example, a shoe store. Let's say you go to, like, Foot Locker, right? You
Yeah.
walk up, you order through the store app, you just wait outside and you pick it up. They're not allowing you to walk into the store apparently yet, which is insane.
Mm.
But that's basically how it's gonna go down.
So they trying to do that for everyday life.
And again, listen, it's a start though. I know it sucks. I know it's not what people want, but it's a start. So I'll take it. For that, I'll
Yeah.
take it for now. I hope that by mid-June, they reopen Prudential Center. I
Yeah.
hope, because guess what? I have to go to I'm going to AEW in July. They didn't cancel it yet.
No, they didn't.
Think about this, right? SummerSlam is canceled basically in Boston, right? Apparently, there's been reports that Vince McMahon is willing to postpone SummerSlam until fans can get back into the arenas, whatever, right?
Well, he'll be waiting.
So there's that, bro. Apparently, Vince think that yes, the coronavirus thing is a pain in the ass. It's interfering with what WWE's trying to do and all that stuff. Well, no shit, bro. It's not just WWE. Everyone, bro. Not just Vince McMahon and his beloved company. But the idea that, yeah, we're going to postpone SummerSlam until fans come back into the building. You better look at southern states that are open completely, like Houston, like Georgia, Florida.
Yeah.
Or maybe Jersey, which I don't know. Again, depending how things go. Because again, I'm hearing all this stuff about the death rate and all that shit. But at the same time, I'm hearing about cases being closed, and that number is going up as far as the cases being closed. Like the number of people being tested, people in the hospital is dropping here in Jersey. Right?
Okay.
Depending how you want to look at it, depending how you want to view it. So my only hope is that come July, by the time we hit July, they at least reopen Prudential Center. Because I do want to go to AEW. I do. So I hope all the toxic AEW fans that think I'm a hater, that I'm too fucking negative, can shut the fuck up. Can just shut the fuck up. I'm just saying. I love some AEW fans. There's some that I'm cool with, that we'll be working with soon down the road, that get it, that understand it. But then you have those that just, holy shit, dude. Listen, I'm going to say it right now. AEW fans, not all of them, some of them get it. Some of them understand. But the rest, the majority of them, are the most toxic fan base I've ever fucking seen on my life, bruh. Oh. On my life.
Mm-hmm.
Holy shit, bro. TNA fans. That's why, in a way, I prefer a TNA fan over an AEW fan. At least TNA fans, yes, they were toxic too. They were, but not at this level of toxicity.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
It's holy shit, bro. What the fuck, bro? So, it's funny because, okay, we'll just get into it right now. Again, this show will be all over the place. We're gonna talk about Dark Side of the Ring. We're gonna talk about all this stuff too. Just keep that in mind too. Mike, did you watch Dark Side of the Ring, by the way? Did you watch Dark Side of the Ring? Okay.
I watched it. This one was boring.
We'll talk about that. Okay, we're gonna be all over the place today, right? All over the place with this episode. All over the place, part 3. Holy shit. So as you guys know, this coming Saturday night is Double or Nothing on pay-per-view. And the big announcement from this past Wednesday on Dynamite is crazy because NXT had a big announcement, and so did AEW, right? They both had the battle of the announcements, right? So right. Then AEW's announcement was that at Double or Nothing, Mike Tyson is going to present the TNT Championship to the winner of Cody Rhodes versus Lance Archer. And listen, that's huge. That's awesome.
Right.
Let me repeat that. That's fucking awesome. You're bringing in the bad boy of boxing, the king of pay-per-view, right? At one time, right? Mike Tyson was the bad boy of boxing, the bad boy of pay-per-view, right?
Right.
Mike Tyson at one time hit McGregor numbers, right? Or even more. Hell, even
more.
Even more than Floyd numbers, right?
Yeah.
That was Mike Tyson at one time. And despite all the shit that what he's been through, right? But they're bringing him in, and that's awesome. Right. That's fucking awesome. Because what that does is it puts importance to the championship. It puts importance to the match between Cody and Lance Archer. Lance Archer versus Cody Jarrett. Or Cody Helmsley. I'm sorry, but you kind of get the idea. Cody Rhodes, okay?
Mm-hmm.
That's another thing, too. Holy shit. All this cocksucking of Cody Rhodes. Holy shit, bro. From these toxic AEW fans. Holy crap. You guys realize Cody doesn't own the company, right? I hope you guys realize that.
Yeah, but Cody's like the face. He's the
Cody's
heart and
like
soul.
Cody's like the wrestling Jesus. I'm not talking about the YouTube. I'm talking about this fucking wrestling messiah almost for these guys. And I love
Yeah.
WJ. I'm just saying I love WJ back in the day. It's fucking awesome.
Right.
But the point is though, it puts significance into this match. That's what it does. And awesome. Good for them. I will be shocked, dude, if that match does not close at Double or Nothing.
Right.
It should. It should be your main event. Listen, you have Mike Tyson there to present a championship. Live, full building or empty building or not. You have Mike Tyson, former boxing heavyweight champion. They're capitalizing on the fact that Mike Tyson made a viral video throwing him in the mitts, saying that he's back. Whether that's true or not. You have Mike Tyson there, bro. So with that, that should be the main event. That should be your fucking main event. Yes, it's Cody in the spotlight, all the fuck you want, but still, that should be your fucking main event.
And I'll say this. This title bet not look like a boxing championship. It better not. Or I'm going to crap over it.
I doubt it. I think, honestly, dude, knowing Cody, knowing what his love for his father, and the fact that Dusty had a big influence in the early days of NWA, WCW, don't be surprised if it's a similarity, if that's even a word, to the television championship
that NWA has.
A little bit of that, and
where it has the CBS on the belt,
and parts of WCW. More like the
WCW. I like those titles. I like how those look.
Like the WCW version of it. Like, look it up, dude. Look up the WCW.
Yeah, the one that Steven Regal used to have.
Yeah, that. If it has I like how similarity, that looks. Don't be surprised.
I like how that looks, so that'll be okay with me.
With today's modern wrestling belts that you see. That's what I envision this belt looking like. But again, that should close your show. At the same time, they want their ESPN moment. Granted, it's going to look embarrassing as fuck when ESPN or Stephen A. Smith or Max Kellerman talk about, Mike Tyson knocking out MJF in an empty wrestling building. Holy shit. You know what I mean? Like, that's going to happen. Prepare for that one.
You think they're going to pull a WWE and have them knock out somebody?
Oh, bro, they are, dude. Fuck yeah.
And watch nobody say a single word about them copying WWE.
But here's the difference, though, bro. This is where it'll get ridiculed. Holy shit, they did this in a wrestling event that's in an empty building. Think about that, bro. WrestleMania 14, when Mike Tyson was there, bro, Mike Tyson was at the time suspended from boxing, I think, for biting Holyfield's ear. Was that during that pre-biting or after he bit Holyfield's ear off? Holyfield's ear off.
14 was
98.
98, and Holyfield happened in 97.
So this is post Holyfield, during his suspension. So there was that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that's the thing about it. So as far as I'm concerned, listen, we'll see what happens. That being said, I said this on Twitter, and holy crap, when I said that the floodgates open, bro. I'm like, and this is what I said on Twitter. I'll read the tweet out because I find it right here. Oh my god, this bitch is sexy as shit on the gram. I kid too much. I kid too fucking much. Holy shit. I'm an asshole at times. But the point of the matter is, though, this is what I said on Twitter, which, by the way, you can follow me on Twitter at HeelSteven. All right? Mike, but let them know where these dorks can follow you, bro. Let them know.
Yeah, you can follow me on Twitter at Big Mike WRS on Twitter. And you can also follow me on the gram at Big Mike's Wrestling Recap Show.
Facts. There you go. So this is what I posted on Twitter, right? And quote, so no one is going to ask, or no one is wondering how much of Shad Khan's money that Tony Khan spent to get Mike Tyson to show up at Double or Nothing to present the TNT Championship?
Say that again.
So this is what I posted on Twitter. End quote. So no one is gonna ask, or no one is wondering how much of Shad Khan's money did Tony Khan spend to get Mike Tyson to show up to Double or Nothing to present the TNT Championship?
Nope.
Exactly. And oh my God, bro, when I wrote that tweet out, bro, the floodgates open, bro. The floodgates open. It's like, holy shit, dude. I committed the ultimate sin in pro wrestling almost, Mike. You would think you would thought I smacked a woman to these AEW fans.
Yeah.
You would think I made fun of Nyla Rose. Holy shit, dude. I'm not Val Venus. I'm not Sean Morley. I'm just saying, but still. You would think to these fans that, holy crap, I am making fun of AEW superfan Tiffany. And I love that chick. I love that girl. Believe me, I think she's amazing. But holy crap, you think I committed the ultimate sin when I asked that thing on Twitter? A lot of these fans, dude. It's one of them said, "Oh, I should not worry about how much about the money and this and that. Have a life." But yet, if I go on this dude's Twitter account, dude, if you go on this dude's Twitter account, holy crap, bro, dude, he's praising the fact that AEW is doing better numbers in the UK than WWE. No, numbers and money shouldn't matter, but yeah, here he is, fucking praising the fact and retweeting and liking the fact that AEW is crushing quote unquote WWE in the fucking ratings in the UK. Or in a bigger place, if you will. You see what we deal with here on the internet, bro?
Yeah, it's terrible.
And again, I don't hate AEW. As a matter of fact, and I said this to you off the air, I'm going to say it right now. Saturday's Double or Nothing, I will go one step further. I am ordering Double or Nothing. I am ordering Double or Nothing.
All right.
I am going to purchase the pay-per-view. God knows how much it's going to cost me. Like $50. $50, which I don't even think is worth $50 during this fucking pandemic, but I'm going to buy it anyway. To show you guys that I'm not this AEW hater. Unlike a lot of you dorks out there, they're going to go on social media and ask, "Hey, yo, where can I get the link to watch Double or Nothing?" And I've had people even tell me this during Revolution. "Hey, yo, Steve, where can I get a link to watch Revolution, bro? Hey, yo, Steve, where can I get a link to watch, All Out? Hey, yo, Steve, can you send me a link to watch this Full Gear and shit?" This is Ring of Honor all over again.
Yeah.
Anyway, so we're talking about Vegas, Chief, it's going to be in, apparently, they're saying an undisclosed location. What they really mean is going to be in Daly's place.
Right.
Which is not bad. I mean, bro, they own the venue. They own the building. Think about this, bro. WWE has the Performance Center, which is a fucking warehouse, right? In Winter Park, Florida. All Elite Wrestling has Daly's Place in Jacksonville, Florida, which is basically an arena.
And where was that secondary place they were at too? Right before they went back to Daly's Place.
They were in apparently a gym in Atlanta. Apparently, that is where Cody does his workouts and shit for the video montages, whatever. That is
okay.
Apparently, it's owned by QT Marshall.
Okay, well, they got two places there.
But the main place though is Daly's Place. That's their main base though, is Daly's Place.
Yeah, I understand that.
So that's cool. I think that's awesome. That's fucking awesome. Granted, crowd, it is what it is. Right. Since we're talking about it right now, let's just get into this right now. Let's get into our Double or Nothing predictions, okay? Which, by the way, I know it's Sunday right now. I know that likely this coming Wednesday on Dynamite, they'll probably add more matches to the show.
Mm-hmm.
But what I'm gonna do right now is we're gonna do right now is predictions, and likely I'll add it because I will upload this portion as a video as well for the listeners for the predictions video as well, and I'll just add more what have you. You kind of get the idea, right? You get the gist.
Exactly.
So there's 8 matches on this card. Okay, 8 matches on this card. It's going down this Saturday. Apparently, it's an undisclosed location, which we all know is gonna be Daly's place. I'm just saying. Okay. So there's that. Mike, I'm sure. I know you reviewed Dynamite last week. You review it here and there. I try to. Sometimes it's difficult. Okay. You'll be lucky at times when you get a Dynamite review for my channel. It'll be lucky. Okay, I'm just saying that right now. But
yeah, oh my god.
Anyway, there's 8 matches. There's 1 pre-show match, but that's fine. So the kickoff match, or I guess it would be on the pre-show, Private Party versus Best Friends. The winner will become the #1 contender for the AEW World Tag Team Championships.
Right.
This is your Spot Fest match, bro.
Yup.
And honestly, Private Party should get the win. Then again, Best Friends have been active on they've been on television since this whole thing happened, right?
Yeah.
So it's like they've been putting in the work, and yet here's this tag team that has been gone since this whole thing. So I'm gonna go with Best Friends.
Yeah, I'm going with Best Friends too, unless we get a interference by whatchamacallit again, Phoenix.
We'll see about that. We have the casino ladder match for a future AEW World Championship match. I guess this is their take on Money in the Bank. Basically, this is their Money in the Bank. And here's the thing about it.
Literally.
My only knock on this, bro, they haven't done qualifying matches for this, by the way.
They just putting people in.
They're putting people in, like, fuck it, whatever. Here's our roster. Fuck you guys. We're going to do what the fuck we want to do. That's fine. It is what it is. We have Darby Allin versus Colt Cabana. Boom, boom, Colt Cabana. Ray Phoenix, Scorpio Sky, Kip Sabian, Frankie Kazarian, Luchasaurus, and 1 more to be determined. Also, Orange Cassidy.
And this is for what now?
The winner gets a guaranteed AEW World Championship match. This is, again, their Money in the Bank.
Right. I guess I'm gonna go with Darby.
You go with Darby, believe it or not. You know who I think is gonna win this, bro? And I hate that I'm saying this shit, bro. I really
don't say Freshly Squeezed.
Yes, Orange Cassidy, dude. And you know what they're gonna probably do, bro? Some fucked up shit too. Just like Money in the Bank, dude. That's it. Mike's leaving. It's over. It's over, bro. Fuck this shit.
It's done, bro. I'm doing the Vince Carter. It's over,
I'm
bro.
out. Fuck this. Oh, hell, no.
It's over.
Damn it to hell, Steve. Damn it to hell. What's wrong with you, bro? Damn it to hell.
Oh man, but Otis is better than Orange Cassidy. It's a better personality.
Yes,
even though I get Orange Cassidy now, and I don't have a problem with him no more, but I just wouldn't do that.
I think that, bro. I think again they're gonna probably do some bullshit where it's like Scorpio Sky and I don't know, Colt Cabana up on the ladder, and it falls right, and Orange Cassidy grabs it.
But here's the thing: Orange Cassidy will be too lazy to climb the ladder.
Yeah, but they'll find a way though. Like it slipped out of their hands, and he's right there, and he catches it.
Oh, that'll be exactly what WWE did.
That's the point, bro. That's the point.
Dude, I would laugh so hard, and then if I don't see nobody calling the AEW out for doing that, if they exactly copy WWE and their finish. I'm going on a tirade.
Because, Mike, they won't, bro. Believe it or not, they will not do that. Because that's the point of the matter. Like, they don't do shit like that, though. They'll just think of it like, oh my god, this is so cool, man. This is so awesome. This is so badass, bro. If you guys don't like it, then you know what? Release the hounds, bro. Because that's AEW fans for you, bro. Do you not get what I'm saying, bro? Like, again.
I get what you're saying, but I don't know.
So
that would rub me the wrong way.
So I will say before, like I said before, I will go with Orange Cassidy because I feel like, again, because Orange Cassidy, dude, believe it or not, you're going to find us weird to believe, bro. He is the top merch seller on Pro Wrestling on AEW Shop. Believe it or not. He is their top merch seller on AEW Shop.
So
Because of that and all that, dude, they're gonna probably give it to him.
So,
And
but
he'll lose. But if you want me to be, I guess, serious here, though, like if I pick a legitimate winner, I would pick Luchasaurus.
Oh, so Luchasaurus is in this match.
Yes, didn't I just mention that earlier, bro?
You did.
Yes.
You did. Steve, breaking news.
What happened, bro? We'll talk about after the prediction. We'll talk about after the prediction.
Let's talk about after predictions.
After
but
prediction,
your wish has became true. That's all I'm gonna say.
My wish has come true. Okay.
Yes.
Just tweet.
And
okay.
You probably forgot already.
Okay. I might have forgotten it already. But...
I'm hyped right now.
You don't get hyped. You stay hyped.
I'm hyped right now, bro.
You stay hyped. Okay, so there's that. Okay, from there we go to Dr. Britt Baker, DMD versus Chris Statlander. I don't know why this is even on the fucking main card. I don't know why. This should have been on the kickoff show. I mean, to tell me the Private Party and Best Friends get the kickoff treatment, but yet Britt Baker and Chris Statlander, who are fighting for nothing. I'm going Chris Statlander. I'm sorry, but Dr. Britt Baker, I saw what happened on Wednesday. I saw the clip. Shout out to fucking, who was this dude on Twitter? Dick Van Klondike Bill, I think it was, on Twitter.
Yeah.
He posted a clip where I think Britt Baker did a Canadian Destroyer on Statlander, and the way Britt Baker after was just so sloppy. Like, bro, I'm sorry, this bitch is not made for television yet. She's not ready. That being said, I'm going with Statlander. Mike, what about you?
Yeah, I'm going Statlander.
There you go. That. We have MJF versus Jungle Boy. MJF versus Jungle Boy. I said this before and I'll say it again. It's cool to see the future of AEW here shine, at least. Give them exposure on the main card. I think, again, MJF and Jungle Boy is a feud for the future for a championship, just like Sammy Guevara and Darby Allin.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That being said, MJF is amazing. I think he's fire. And I think, yes, you know what? He needs a win here. He needs a win. So I'm going with him over Jungle Boy in this match. Mike, what about you?
Yeah, I agree with you. I'm picking MJF.
Fair enough. From there, we go to Nyla Rose versus Hikaru Shida. No DQ, no count out for the AEW Women's Champion. So you mean to tell, okay, doesn't a no DQ match doesn't have, when there's a no DQ, doesn't the count out rule go out the window as well?
Yes.
So why the fuck are they saying no count out in this qualification? I don't get that. Anyway, listen, I said it before, I'll say it again. Even with the stipulation, you're not taking that belt off Nyla Rose. Hell to the no. Right. That's not happening. I'm sorry. That being said, and still, Nyla Rose.
I'm going with and new Karushida.
Never. You think they're gonna finally find a way to get the belt off of Nyla Rose?
That'd be such a bad thing if, because Shida was number one contender for 3 months, bro.
Do you want
had basically the same match back to back?
Do you want to upset the LGBTQ, bro?
Who cares?
That's what I always say. But
everybody gets upset every day.
That's the point. Oh my god, bro, they're gonna be crazy. But that's around the point. I'm going down the road. You going with Karushida? We'll see. After this, we have Matt Hardy and the Elite versus the Inner Circle of Chris Jericho, Jake Hager, Sammy Guevara, Santana, and Ortiz in a stadium stampede match. So they're going to be fighting all over the stadium again because they're in Jacksonville. They have the keys to the Jaguar Stadium and as well to Daly's Place. So this will probably be filmed already. This will probably be cinematic match, if you will. Yes, another cinematic match in wrestling. Holy shit. I'm going
to say this. I'm going to say it'll be live.
You think so, bro?
I think they're dumb enough to make it live.
You think so, bro?
Yes, sir.
I mean, they'll probably have some aspects of the match live, some moments, if you will, but then the rest will be probably pre-cinematic and shit like that.
I give you that.
Just like in TNA when they had the Hardys versus Decay, right? And they start off in the ring live, right? And then they went to the back and they had all those parts that were already pre-taped and shit.
Yeah, I give you that.
So they'll probably do that. This will be probably the most fun match on the show.
Yeah.
By far. That being said, I mean, you know, other than that, this should, again, like I said, it should be fun. I've sort of enjoyed the Inner Circle have been doing on the show here and there with the bubbly bunch and all that shit. Awesome, I guess. Give these guys some exposure. That being said, who I see winning this, I say the Inner Circle.
I'm going with the Elite with Matt Hardy just because of Vanguard.
You gonna do Matt Hardy gonna do it for Vanguard 1?
Yep.
That's your prediction? Do it for Vanguard 1? Okay.
Yeah, Damascus is gonna get medieval.
Okay. We then go to Jon Moxley versus Mr. Brody Lee for the AEW World Championship. It's Brody Lee versus the Walmart Vince McMahon here. I'm sorry. That's what it is. I'm not big on the gimmick of Brody Lee. He comes off as lazy, sloppy for a big guy. That being said, Moxley retains. I don't know why would you even give the belt to Brody Lee here. I don't know why. I think he wins, but it's by disqualification, though. Because you don't want to make Brody Lee look weak already this early. At the same time, think about it. Moxley's has just done a movie. Granted, it's from Fight. Why would you take the belt off him right now? That being said, I think Moxley wins, but by disqualification. Just to carry this feud over to like the next couple TV dates, whatever.
Yeah, I see it continuing. I don't see. I think I'm a couple of matches away from saying Vince was right on Brody Lee. But yeah, I think this is going to continue. I don't think they're just going to do a one and done, and then Brody Lee goes on to another. I guess go to the TNT title. But yeah.
Fair enough. And then we get the main event, what I think should be the main event. To me, this should be the main event. Cody versus Lance Archer for the TNT Championship, with Dennis Rodman presenting the championship.
With who?
With Dennis Rodman presenting the TNT Championship at Double or Nothing.
Who?
Iron Mike Tyson.
There you go.
Iron Mike, the bad boy of boxing.
There you go. That's the other bad boy, not the other bad boy.
Iron Mike Tyson.
Okay.
The same dude that bit Holyfield 0, the same dude that got dropped by Buster Douglas, the same dude that went on a rampage after coming out of prison, the same dude that bit Lennox Lewis's leg in the press conference. That Mike Tyson. The Mike Tyson that was calling rough shots in the heavyweight division in his early 20s. The same Mike Tyson that, under the tutelage of Costamoto, was a machine, bro.
Yeah. The same dude that will eat your children.
Praise be to Allah. That Mike Tyson. That Mike Tyson, bro. Who's making a comeback to boxing. I don't know how legitimate that is or not. As you know, Cody and Lance Archer, they're part of the TNT tournament. Cody, on his way, he defeated both Shawn Spears and Darby Allin. Lance Archer defeated Colt Cabana and Dustin Rhodes. And here we are. I think 2 weeks ago, Jake Roberts put the snake on Brandy Rhodes. People got mad about that. I don't know why. Like, ugh, come on, get a life, kids, get a life. Like I said, this should be the main event. If it's not, I'll be disappointed if it's not. That being said, I think again you put the belt on Cody. Think about it. You built Lance Archer. You've built Lance Archer up just to fall to Cody Rhodes.
Yeah, but this is so weird. Like, I don't care about Lance Archer. I like more of what Jake Roberts has done more than Lance Archer. But with Cody, like Cody has been put in these situations over and over and over again, and he keeps losing and losing and losing. Can't under storyline fight for the world title, and now he's back in this predicament and predictable predicament. I mean, yeah, put the title on Cody. Like, I know Lance Archer is he's what 40, 43.
Yeah, I think so, something like that. He's 43.
I mean, he's still a monster.
He is absolutely fucking monster, bro. It's amazing. Guy's amazing. And I think again, there's still money in him. Don't get me the fuck wrong. It's just that right now it's on Cody.
Yeah, it's like they
Cody couldn't win the world title,
right.
so here he is. Oh, I see what you mean now, Mike. I see what you mean now. I see what you mean.
Yeah, we'll talk about it after we done.
We'll talk about it after we done. Yes.
Yeah.
Oh
They
yeah.
only mentioned it a little bit, but we're gonna talk about it.
That's his whole. Okay, so there's that. So that's double or nothing. Again, I have Cody. Mike, what about you?
I got Cody too. Yeah.
Okay. And it's funny because again, Mike Tyson is hyping up this. Again, they hyped up Mike Tyson. They did, right? Tony Khan, AEW, Cody, right, all on social media. But one thing I've noticed, and again, it's if you go through Mike Tyson's Twitter, his Instagram, there's not a like, there's not a retweet, nothing mentioning that he's going to be at double or nothing. You would think that, hey, they're going out of their way to hype up Mike Tyson, that holy crap, hey, they should have Mike Tyson promote the show to get pay-per-view buys, right? Okay, again, think about this too, right? Cody, when AEW just started on TNT, he said that their focus right now is to getting the hardcore fans. That was their main focus right now. Listen, they've been on television now for 7 months, right?
Right.
And all they could draw up are under 1 million. Granted, the first 2 weeks were in the millions, but now it's under the million. It's been that way for months. They haven't hit 1 million viewers in God knows how long. In
right.
America. In America, that is, right? I don't know about the UK numbers. I don't care about that because I don't live in the UK. I live in America.
Right.
You know what I mean? Granted, neither is NXT. Neither is NXT. Okay? So this war is a hoax. Is a ruse. There is no fucking war, right? Listen, for 7 months, Cody and AEW has pleased all you hardcore, dorky, toxic AEW fans. Now, Braden and Mike Tyson, it's time to attract the casuals. And that's what they're doing here.
Right.
So that basically is double or nothing. That is coming up. And there you go with that. Mike, anything you want to say before we wrap up on AEW and double or nothing?
No, I just hope it isn't a long show.
Yes, I hope it's not a long show. I hope it's not a fucking 5-hour show, which it will be. It fucking will be. And I will be live Saturday night, along with Mike, hopefully in the whole crew, to review double or nothing as next week's episode of Around the Point. Now, there you go with that. Mike, what are you going to say, bro?
So, everybody knows about the 10-part Michael Jordan and the Chicago Bull Last Dance documentary. We are on the last episode of... No, are we on the last episode? Yes, we are on the last episode, episode 10, and they have mentioned something about professional wrestling that happened around that time in 1998 during the finals.
Of the NBA playoffs. Of the NBA finals.
Of the NBA finals.
98, right?
98.
Dennis
Rodman skipped practice to go back to Auburn Hills where he played for the Detroit Pistons to go to WCW Nitro and join NWO.
A quick question for that. Did they even interview like an Eric Bischoff or a Hulk Hogan? They should have.
They only got
Like 2 seconds in, like 5 seconds, 20 seconds,
yeah, it was like
a
if you
breeze.
blink, you missed it. Yeah.
Can you imagine, bro? 'Cause I think that was big too. The fact that he missed a practice for the NBA Finals, dude. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, he skipped practice.
They could think about that, man. They would have added Eric Bischoff into that just for like a brief second, or DDP or Hulk Hogan, Karl Malone.
Yeah.
Did they at least?
Yeah.
Did they even at least interview Karl Malone for that?
Yes, and I think they got John Stockton too, but they mostly got the opinion of Phil Jackson and Dennis Rodman.
Okay, well, listen, I'll watch it when after the show. I'll watch and all that stuff. But
Yeah,
yeah,
it's very small, and anything that happened after that with Rodman, the finals were probably over when Karl Malone got involved. So
there's that.
yeah,
Fair enough, bro. Um, moving on here, Mike. Moving on. Got a lot to get into as well. I did watch the first 2 episodes of The Last Ride,
right.
which I gotta say right now. I'm gonna say it right now. This is the best documentary that's been ever done by WWE, and I know we're just 2 episodes in, or 2 chapters. I'm
Yeah,
sorry, the 2 chapters in, but I'm gonna go on record and say now, best documentary that they have done. God damn
yeah,
it. God damn it. I know Chase said this on Twitter earlier today, and I kind of agree. I really wish this could have been on Fox or the USA Network. Or hell, I'll go even ESPN.
yeah.
I
Because
get
if Flair can get a 30 for 30, why can't Undertaker?
exactly, dude. Exactly. Granted, I kind of get why would we put a guy who's the dead man, who's this mythical. I get that. Why would I be on ESPN? I kind of get that. But that being said, this was fucking amazing, dude. It's basically, again, for what I get so far, the first episode talks about everything leading up to WrestleMania 33 with Roman Reigns, right? They talk about what happened in New
Right.
Orleans, how he lost, how he didn't remember what happened, how Vince was actually with them in the ambulance or with him there at the hospital during WrestleMania 30 when it happened, right? So he wasn't there for
Mhm.
Bryan when the champ. He was at the hospital with Undertaker. Taker did remember what happened and all that stuff. But that was basically episode 1. And
Right.
right? And then it led up to and then they mentioned WrestleMania 31, him facing Bray Wyatt, how he was insecure about himself. So insecure. Triple
Right.
H had to tell him, remember who you are. Remember who the fuck
Right.
you are. Let me correct myself there, right? And then all this, again, leading up to WrestleMania um, 33, right? With Roman Reigns and how
Right.
he wanted this to be a good match, and in reality, it really wasn't.
Yeah, it was terrible.
It's crazy because I remember praising the match when it happened. Looking back
Yeah,
on it,
I
it's like,
didn't.
damn, like this match really, yeah, I can see where he would say that. He looked out of it. He was overweight. Um, I don't even think he was even motivated, to be honest with you. He was going through the
Uh,
motion.
yeah, yeah, he was going with the motions, but I feel like he was in a lot of pain too because his
That
hip
too.
was bothering him.
Yeah, hip was bothering him, and that was basically episode chapter 1. Chapter 2 is his redemption. They show him going through surgery, the pieces that they put in his body to make the pain go away. It's amazing how
Yeah,
huge that was that they put that thing they put in his body, right? His
yeah, yeah,
training regimen just to get back in shape, leading up to the match with John Cena at WrestleMania 34.
yeah,
Mike, your overall take, bro, on these 2 episodes?
yeah. The first two episodes, man, it was really good. With the recap showing, basically how he got into business. Fast forward into WrestleMania 30, the concussions and the redemption in 31, losing confidence, sort of like how Flair did when he joined WWE in 2001, with Triple H giving yet another legend a pep talk. Then 30, they didn't even mention 32. They just Was he
Skipped
even
it.
at 32?
Yeah, he was. The Hell in a Cell.
Yeah, I don't even know why they didn't mention that. But 33, going into 33, thinking that, like this is gonna be my last, and him not liking it, and then transitioning into episode 2, him actually watching the match back, and him being so embarrassed and putting himself down, and then that leading into his hip surgery, then basically having a meeting with Vince saying basically if you got an open spot, if anybody gets injured, I'll be ready to go, and him showing the training to be ready for that point. And then when he got the WrestleMania 34 to face John Cena, and they showed the build up to John Cena too.
And
And John
even
Cena said he loved it.
and even if that, like, bro, he looked old. Running, like, hitting the ropes, he looked old as shit.
Oh yeah, he like watching that. I was like, dang, he didn't even pencil in his gray. He let the whole gray. Like he looked real old. I was like, wow, they let him film him with gray, like total gray. I was like, that was nuts. But yeah, and then the build up to that, and he said that he worked out for 45 and only got 5 minutes, and he said he feel like he can go again, and his wife saying, "Oh please," and the relationship with Vince McMahon, that was huge.
Yeah, it was, bro.
Them talking about that.
The fact that Vince, when they asked him about Taker, he couldn't answer it. He's like,
Yeah, he was getting ready to cry.
yeah, dude. Cause you gotta think about this, right? Taker was the only one that stuck around when everyone left the WC. Granted, Shawn too, right? But at that time,
Yeah, but Shawn had his demons.
Yeah, but Shawn had his demons. Shawn wasn't really the locker room leader, even though he was supposed to be, because he was the WWE champion and all that stuff in '96 and all. But I do feel like even with that, Taker was that locker room leader, if you will. He was the guy to go. He was the guy, if you will.
Yeah.
And again, everyone left, right? Brett left, Hogan left, Savage left, Flair went back and all that stuff. Taker was the only guy that stood. He stayed.
Yeah, and they even showed that work shoot promo when he was wearing his all black sweatsuit.
Yeah.
And he was cutting the promo. I remember watching that on the network. I was like, wow, that was weird.
Yeah.
And the other story behind that, I think they said that his luggage was lost, so that's why he had to cut that promo.
Yeah.
But I don't know how true that is. But yeah, they even showed that. But the relationship with him and Vince was touching.
Yeah, it really, really is. It's like not even a father and son. It's more like two guys that grew up together almost. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's like really like peas in a pod, best friends.
Yeah, like homies and shit, like from like back in the day, if you will. But again, I recommend you guys give it a watch. Give it a watch. It's really worth. Each one's like worth an hour long. If you have nothing to do, watch it. It really, really. It's again. Honestly, dude, this should be on Netflix.
It should.
This is so good. It should be on Netflix, ESPN. It should have been on Fox or the USA Network. Just how amazing this is. How fucking amazing this whole thing is, dude. It's really worth a watch. And ironically, yeah, they're calling it The Last Ride when we're having The Last Dance on ESPN.
Right.
I peeped that. Like, okay, that's fair enough.
Yeah.
Moving along here. Mike, what else has been going on, bro? What else has been popping? Oh yeah, Martha Hart, dude.
Yeah, Martha Hart.
So, in case you guys don't know, I hate when I say I learned a long time ago when you say it's like you have doubt or you're not really sure. I learned that in public speaking.
Right.
And I keep saying a lot. I don't know why, but it's due. In case you guys, I'm sure you all are aware, right? This past week, Martha Hart was a guest on Talk is Jericho. And then, yes, we all, I listened to the episode, Mike, I know you did as well. Right?
Yeah, I did.
And I gotta say, listen, it's worth the listen. It's like almost an hour with some change long. Granted, as you guys also should know, this coming Tuesday is the season finale of Dark Side of the Ring, season number 2. This one will feature on Owen Hart, the Rocket Owen Hart, the King of Hearts, if you will. And in this episode, well, granted, the podcast came off first. Now, granted, I'm gonna say this. I feel like this podcast was as good as it was. I personally felt this should have came out after Dark Side of the Ring. You get what I'm saying? That's just the vibe I get from it. It should have came out after Dark Side of the Ring. Now, again, I'm not saying it was bad or anything. There's stuff here that honestly I didn't know. Granted, I'll even say this. For a long time as a wrestling fan, I've heard people talk bad about Martha Hart. How Martha's being such a cruel person for not letting WWE honor Owen Hart, not allowing Owen to be in the Hall of Fame, how Owen should be in the Hall of Fame, which I agree. Listen, Owen Hart should be in the WWE Hall of Fame. No one's denying that. But after hearing this episode, it's likely not going to happen, bro. It's likely not going to happen.
Right.
You get what I'm saying, Mike? And again, listen, there's stuff here that I didn't know. I didn't know WWE was suing Martha Hart for breaching Owen's contract, which I think is absurd. How is someone that's already dead? How are you gonna sue someone for breaching a contract of someone that's already dead?
Right.
It's impossible. Like, Mike, what was your overall take on the episode, bro?
Well, yeah, I was going at it with an open mind because one, this is my first time even hearing what the lady even sounds like. I had to look up to see what she even looked like. So I was like really distancing a person for no reason. But after listening to it with an open mind, I really don't fault her. I don't fault her at all for doing what she did after his death and hearing all the stories and the lawsuit and the counter lawsuit and how ugly it was at the time, and hearing all of the stories about Owen and her and all of that stuff. It was a great listen. It was a thorough understanding of her side and why she's doing what she's doing, and I totally agree with her. And I think that anybody that really doesn't know the full story, you should go and listen to this and you will fully understand. And if you don't fully understand after listening to this, then I don't know what to tell you after that. You just
yes, and I
gotta
agree.
go.
At the same time, listen, the idea of Owen going to the Hall of Fame, it's not happening, bro.
Yeah, it's just really not.
If they put it in the Hart Foundation. Wait a minute.
It's not.
Wait a minute. Aren't they in the Hall? Ain't the Hart Foundation already in the Hall of Fame?
As a tag team, but not as a faction.
Well,
that was the year where Brett got tackled.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah. So, listen, they came out with a DVD in 2013.
Yeah.
What was the name of it? Heart of Gold, right? Heart of Gold, right? 24.
Yeah, it was Heart of Gold. Yeah, it was the Heart of Gold, the Owen Hart story, I believe.
Yes. Which I remember Martha had a lot of input in that DVD. As I recall, Martha Hart had a lot of input on that DVD. As far as I know as well, I could be wrong on this. I think they mentioned Owen dying. Or did they even mention it? I don't even
remember. I think it's on the network, to be honest.
But I think in the DVD, though, they don't mention his death.
They
don't mention Over the Edge 99 when it happened.
No, they don't.
They just skip right through it. Like, they talk about his career, and that was it.
Yeah, hold on. Let me get the actual name. I don't even think it's called the Heart of Gold.
But something like that. But again, I will say this. As a fan of wrestling for a long time, I've known a lot of people that hated Martha Hart, that have hated her for now allowing Owen to be in the Hall of Fame and this and that. I know Mark Henry said this a couple years ago when he went in that to Martha. And again, I know was Martha even there at the ceremony that day when Henry went in?
Heck no.
No, but I guess when he was crying, he said it to Martha, as if she was there.
Yeah, Martha
It's
wasn't there. She don't even want nothing to do with WWE. So
yeah.
why would she be at the Hall of
But
Fame?
again, the way Mark Henry spoke, though, which we'll get into Mark Henry as well, because it's a lot to get into Mark Henry too. Um, just the way he was saying it, oh, it's his birthright, and I agree. Yeah, it's his right to be in the Hall of Fame, to be acknowledged. But at the same time, bro, not happening. Not while Martha Hart is alive, bro.
Yeah, yeah,
It
it's not happening
ain't
right now.
happening, y'all. So just drop. I think it's cool though that she did start the Owen Hart Foundation. Owen Hart was a good humanitarian, right? Yes, he
Yes,
played a lot of ribs on people, right? But at the same time, though, you can just tell that his passion wasn't pro wrestling from the interview. That's
right,
what I got. That he wanted to go to school. He wanted to, again, focus on his family, but he really did not want to do pro wrestling. He did it for the family almost.
right.
And he was good at it. He was good, right?
Yeah, he was great at it.
He was amazing at it, right? Um,
Yeah,
and yeah, he did travel the world, wrestled in Mexico, Germany, Japan, WWF, right, and all that stuff. And that's the vibe. And again, she just comes off as someone that, honestly, Martha Hart in this interview, she comes off as someone that was never really a fan of wrestling. And
yeah,
her, it's like, yeah, this is what my husband does, and I'm going to support him. That's it, if you will.
yeah. She even talked about that story where they were in Calgary and they had brought all the Hart family in there, and she said that Oj and I guess his sister were very little, and she said she was so uncomfortable, and she said usually Vince leaves without nobody knowing he's gone, and she beat Vince to the gorilla position. Vince was like, "What are you doing? Like, why aren't you out there?" She was like, "I'm sorry, I just don't.
It's not her
This isn't
forte.
really my deal. Yeah, this ain't my forte."
Forte.
So that should have already like
Like,
oh,
giving you the
she doesn't
light.
really. Yeah,
Like, yep, that should give you the light. That should tell you. And again, that's fine.
yeah,
No, listen, that's fine. I guarantee you, for a lot of these wrestling wives, bro, wrestling was never their thing. I guarantee you that.
right,
You know what I mean? Like the girls that I've dated before, they weren't into wrestling. They knew I watched wrestling, but they never really were into it. Never forced them to
right,
watch it either. But still, that's besides the point. It's worth a
right.
listen. This coming Tuesday also is worth the watch. I will say this right now. After this Tuesday, on Twitter, the floodgates will open. Prepare
Yes,
yourself. Prepare yourself. There's going to be debate.
yes,
There's going to be discussion. There's going to be this whole thing about Owen Hart. Prepare yourself. It's going to happen.
right.
But that being said, I am happy. I've been enjoying Dark Side of the Ring. I've enjoyed season 1. I've been enjoying season 2. I even enjoyed this past episode with the Road Warriors, with Animal and
Yeah,
Hawk,
yeah,
if you will. Again, the addiction that Hawk had, you know what I mean? The drugs and all that stuff back in the day, how they used that as an angle in WWE in the late
yeah,
90s with
yeah.
draws, and how that whole thing where Hawk was on the top of the Titantron and he sort of fell.
Hmm.
I remember watching that as a kid, like, holy shit, did he just really fall off the Titantron?
Yeah,
That's
looking at that, just like, oh my god.
and he How is he still alive? Like, holy shit, I thought he died.
Right.
I'm pretty sure there's like a fucking airbag waiting for him to land on and shit. I'm pretty sure.
I think it was a dummy that fell.
I don't know, dude. I don't know. That was the thing. Granted, I learned that in '92 SummerSlam he was drugged up going out to the ring.
Yeah, it was two people drugged up that night.
Yeah. Who else? Oh, the Ultimate Warrior,
No,
Paul Ellering.
Bulldog.
Oh yeah, him too. Fuck, forgot. Bulldog in.
They were all drugged up, bro,
They were
that
all
day.
they were all stoned that day. Um, how Hawk went to Japan and tried to reform the Road War with a Japanese dude, which was like kind of like fucked up.
Yeah.
But again, it's worth the watch, and I hope again. And apparently, yes, they're being greenlit for season 3, so it's definitely worth the watch. Speaking of which, moving on. There's been some departures from WWE this week that I was shocked by and then not surprised by, whatever. So Becky Lynch is pregnant, announced on Raw. She vacated the Raw Women's Championship. Asuka's now the new Raw Women's Champion. And it's funny because I said this on Twitter on Monday when this whole thing happened. Like, really? People are celebrating the fact that she was handed a championship? Because people were doing that, Mike, on Monday. When she was handed the belt, Asuka, congratulations, this and that. Like, we're congratulating someone being handed a championship. It defeated the purpose of Money in the Bank. In my eyes.
All right.
You know what I mean? Granted, now looking at it, I guess is what they have to do because they're already doing 2 tournaments. The idea of them doing a quote-unquote Queen of the Ring for the Raw Women's title was not going to work. Was not. Right? So there's that. Asuka's now a Grand Slam champion, per se.
Yeah, ultimate champion because it's her and Bailey. Yeah,
her and Bailey, the only 2.
Yeah, right now, won every single championship. Yeah.
Yep. All you're missing now is Charlotte Flair and Sasha.
And Sasha, yeah, that won everything.
Yeah, that won everything.
Yeah, even Becky didn't win everything because she was never NXT champion, NXT Women's Champion,
nor tag team champion. So there's that. And again, I'm happy for Becky. I'm happy for Seth. Seth like the deranged lunatic on Monday. Poor Rey Mysterio.
Yeah. Oof, he had a rough couple of days. Huh?
Yeah, indeed he did, bro. Absolutely.
Got tossed off of a building and lost an eye.
Nah, what made me laugh, dude. What made me fucking laugh is his promo on Monday. Oh, I fell off to a secondary roof, and the way he said it too, like, bro, come on, so stupid, so fucking.
And he
stupid.
said, and I went to get up and saw Aleister Black has hit the same fate. I was like, oh my god.
Oh no, bro.
Let's get the mic out of his face, please.
Like, please help us. God help us all. God fucking help us. If you will.
Oh my goodness.
So there was that. That was the thing on Monday. I know Jim Cornette made some comments that were stupid as hell. Again, what do you expect from a guy that's in his 60s? That's almost, I guess, he's pulling 70 almost, I think it is.
Yeah, like at this point, Cornette shouldn't make you angry unless he said something really, really bad.
Nah, let's be really bad. When he goes off on AEW, you love it. Don't sit there and deny it.
Yeah, I do.
I do too. I kind of do. It's funny, if you will. I'm not gonna lie. I enjoy him on Dark Side of the Ring. I think he's a big part. I think he's awesome in that too.
So I like it too. Yeah, him and Russo is hilarious.
Don't be surprised. Tuesday,
part 3.
Tuesday's gonna happen, bro. Part 3 on Tuesday. I'm calling it now. Him and Russo
you think him and Russo gonna fight again subliminally?
I want to see it. Like, honestly, bro, if I'm an independent promoter, once the world goes back to normal, bro, even at convention, I don't give a fuck. I just want to see them debate. A live debate.
Russo will decline. They would decline as much as they hate each other.
Again, if the money's right, I think people do it. If the money's completely right. Anyway, moving on. We did mention Becky. Sami Zayn vacated the Intercontinental Championship. Apparently, he had his wisdom tooth removed. So there's
How? In a pandemic?
I don't know. Some dental. Again, essential business, right? Doctors.
I don't think so, because all the dental stuff here is closed.
I don't know, bro. Maybe he's a WWE doctor, but that's the thing. He had apparently his wisdom tooth removed. And then hence why they did the tournament. And then there's Drew Gulak, who has been released this past Friday or Saturday, or yesterday, right?
Yeah, this was a slap to the face to me. I thought he was doing good.
Not a slap, but apparently people jumped the gun when the news came out. Oh, he got released. That's fucked up. Apparently the word is going around per Dave Meltzer that his contract expired.
Yeah.
And that WWE wanted to sign him to a new deal. Drew Gulak asked for a raise. We don't know for how much. But when he asked for a raise, WWE declined, and they rescinded the original deal. So they let his contract expire.
So this is what I heard.
What did you hear?
I heard that his contract is coming up or is up, and he had no desire to sign. Period. And that was from Fightful.
Well, apparently, from what I heard, he wanted more money. That's what I heard. He wanted more money.
So there's three different outcomes here. The Pro Wrestling Sheet, Fightful, and Wrestling Observer has different.
Okay, what was Fightful saying that he did not want?
Fightful. I should say two different, because Fightful and Pro Wrestling Sheet are basically saying that he had no desire to resign, and I guess Meltzer is saying he asked for a raise, and WWE said no, and they rescinded it and said screw you.
Fair enough. But again, it's crazy though. Again, someone as talented as him, you think about it, right? They were finally using him right. They're using him to the T, right? And then this happens.
Yeah, no. I thought him and Brian was doing good together.
Yes. That being said, though, am I gonna lose my shit that he's gone? No, I'm not.
No.
I think he's gonna be better off somewhere else, wherever that may be. Could it be an AEW? Likely, yes. At the same time, though, if you're AEW, though, and here to think about it, I've seen podcasters, I'm not gonna say no names, right? I've seen people on the internet say, "Oh, go to AEW." I've seen some dorks go on Twitter and reach out to Cody Rhodes to please sign this guy, like if Cody owns the company, if you will.
Right.
But I hate when fans do that. I hate when fans go to Twitter and say, "Oh, this is Cody, this." Like, no, bro, it's Tony's company. Again, AEW toxic fans, they think that Cody owns the company. No, it's Tony Khan's company. Tony Khan. Right? That's male Dixie. Right. Dixie Carter with a penis. That's the guy that owns AEW. And again, I want to see for Tony. I like Tony Khan. I think he's amazing. I think he's awesome. Right? Point is, though, if you're AEW, do you really want to bring in all these former WWE names when you yet have failed to establish your own roster yet? Well, I'm sorry. Let me correct myself. Let me correct myself here. When you have yet to completely establish your roster, you get what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, I get what you're saying.
So it's like, no, not yet. Don't bring these guys in. Don't bring him in yet. Don't bring him in. Matter of fact, I want to see him go back to Evolve. Go back to the independent scene. That's what I want to see.
If he declines Zack Ryder, you can decline Drew Gulak.
Exactly. Hell, if you decline Heath Slater, you can decline Drew Gulak. I'm just saying. Right? Former Cruiserweight champion, took part of the Cruiserweight Classic years ago. I was enjoying the PowerPoint gimmick because at least you showed his personality, right?
Right.
So there's that. But yeah, I don't lose sleep on it, dude. I don't lose sleep on it. I really, really don't.
All right.
Anything we should mention, Mike, here?
No, I think we can move on.
Oh, Michael Elgin, before we wrap this up.
Oh, yeah, Michael Elgin. Well, did we even mention, did we mention Mark Henry and Leo?
No, so spread the news, Mike. What's been going on, bro? The floor is yours, Mike.
Yeah, so looks like Mark Henry is putting out a lawsuit towards Leo Rush for saying some, I guess, for slander and defaming Mark Henry's name, and basically pulling an ACH, basically calling him an Uncle Tom, and basically saying that you holding down African American talent, and it just got ugly from there.
Really?
Yeah.
How so? How ugly has it gotten, bro?
Well, just with Mark Henry basically going on TMZ basically saying he's gonna file a lawsuit, and Leo Rush is just laughing in his face.
I mean, again, you gotta understand, bro. He's no longer tied to WWE anymore. That being Leo
Right.
Rush. I mean, could he be in this for clout? Likely so. Again, remember, Leo has an album coming out. Has the album that already came out. Like Leo said in an interview that he likely will never wrestle, which I think is bullshit. But bro, he's only 23.
Yeah.
The guy has potential. Hell, I would not mind seeing AEW sign Leo Rush. I would not mind that. I think he would fit like a glove in AEW. Right? So I'm gonna see how this shit goes down. But real talk though, bro. Like if these two guys, like, this is funny. The idea, because I remember years. There was like last year, this whole idea that Leo had heat in WWE, and apparently he had trouble with his money, spending his money and all that shit in WWE. He wanted a raise, right? And Mark Henry asked him about it, and he said no, everything is fine. But in reality, he lied to Mark Henry.
Mm-hmm.
So it's all that right now. I mean, it's not like I have a match. It's not like I see any promoter throwing money to see Mark Henry versus Leo Rush. It's not gonna happen. I don't even see Mark Henry wrestling on the independent scene. Not happening. He's an ambassador for WWE. He does a Busted Open Radio. So there's that. So before we wrap this up, Michael Elgin from Impact Wrestling has been on the news as well. In case you guys don't know. Yes, Leo Rush is a great musician, by the way. So Michael Elgin has been on the news on Twitter. Apparently, he doesn't like wrestling anymore because everyone is soft. By the way.
Don't blame him.
I don't blame him either. So apparently he was on Twitter. The article came out on the 14th, by the way. So this had to be on 3 days ago. So we're talking about Thursday, right? And this is what he basically said on Twitter. At Michael Elgin25, that's his Twitter handle. Sammy ate all the cookies at catering. This is what he said in quote. I legit don't like wrestling anymore. Everyone is so soft. Everyone lets outsiders or fans dictate how we should be. I'm just staying off here. So-called wrestlers have turned to nothing but a mockery of how people and wrestling should be. I don't like hating my profession. And again, I guess he responded to Zachary Wentz of the Rascals, and this is what he wrote. Apparently, Zachary Wentz has deleted the tweet, right? But this is what he wrote here in response. Oh, that hurt your feelings? This is why people are so soft. When I was fat and someone body shamed me, I got my ass in the gym and ate right. But when a wrestler can antagonize another wrestler without a third wrestler bitching, wrestling sucks. There's more. No, I need my fucking profession back, is what I need. But doesn't look like it's happening anytime soon, so I'm peacing out. And I guess people responded to this guy here at Dallas Barnes 420. And this is what he said to him, this is what Dallas wrote in response. End quote. Is it being soft or people having more compassion for others? With an emoji face. Not everyone can look like you. Not everyone has the body frame to look big and muscular regardless of how much they work out. You honestly sound soft for bitching about wanting your profession back, to be honest. And this is what Elgin responded in return. What? Not everyone can look like me? Why not? All it takes is dedication, compassion. I have compassion for someone who lost a family member, a pet died, is going through a hard time, but someone who doesn't want to put in the work, get out of here. And then Stevie G, not me, at Hypnotica26, this is what he wrote. So, sorry to hear this. I always enjoy your interactions here. And this is what Elgin wrote. I enjoy interacting with the fans. But the wrestlers, not at all. Not all of them are just lame. You can interact with fans and still be a goddamn pro. Unfortunately, that's lost. And I kind of agree with that too. I kind of do agree with that in a way. A lot of times wrestlers, they're marked for themselves. That's the reality of it. They are marked for themselves. You know what I mean? A lot of them don't know how to separate the boundary of a fan and all that stuff, but that's just beside the point. To which then Dallas responds again. To which Dallas responds here, right? In quote, not everyone has the genes to look like you, regardless of dedication. LOL. You got a good bone frame that makes you look jacked with proper training. Not everyone got that, unfortunately. Not being ripped doesn't equal putting the work. And this is what Elgin responded back with. I don't have good genetics. I outworked them. I dieted and pushed harder than anyone else. The harder than anyone else was willing to. God, this grammar's terrible. I still have a long way to go, but I'm working at it every day. So don't give me the genetic thing. Hard work, diet, motivation does wonders. And the problems is when a wrestler, and I guess that's when he, and I guess he went on to say, all right, is giving a shit to another wrestler he is having a match with in a week good. God damn, this grammar's terrible. But then someone wants to catch a clickbait headline by claiming body shaming. It offends me greatly. It offends me to now end the BS that's in wrestling. And then he writes here, I legit don't like wrestling anymore. Again, some guy responded again. Walter Yeats responded, responding to an evolving customer base is negative, right? And this is what Elgin responded with. Seeing wrestling become a shell of seeing a wrestler become a shell of what a wrestler should be is a negative, right? To which then Dallas responds here, by the way. Again, this is back and forth, by the way. This is hilarious. I understand your frustrations when it comes to that, my man. Your first tweet was at Sammy was 100% building towards your match next week. I guess the only thing I sort had a problem with that everyone could look like you thing, and I agree most can look better, but not like you. And then Elgin responds here, I shouldn't look like this. I shouldn't look like this is the thing. Do I really care what people look like? No. If people are happy, they'll be happy. Then be happy. But not everyone can be this or isn't necessarily true. This is, again, a lot of crazy back and forth. Then Dallas writes here, then again, I'm only a fan, so I guess our frustrations with wrestling will be different and sometimes hard to relate with each other. To which Elgin writes here, fans' point of view will always matter. Of course, there's no discounting what fans like and dislike. Not only look and attitude and how you treat wrestling is just as important as anything that has been lost. So Elgin then, I guess, wrote in a quote tweet, right? I guess some guy wrote here, that is a big truth. Fans nowadays want to decide everything and are never happy. I think that the professional ones, and the ones who always should decide what happens in the ring are the actual wrestlers, the ones who dedicate their lives to the profession. And this is what Elgin wrote. And again, Elgin did a quote tweet here. I'm not down playing fans and their importance to wrestling or the wrestlers. The value is great. Their value is great, but we've become a society that can't let wrestlers be wrestlers, and sadly, wrestlers will follow that trend. Just sad. To which Elgin then wrote here, what wrestlers used to look sweet. He's a picture of Lex Luger, Chris Candido, Shane Douglas, the Steiner brothers, and I guess that's a picture. I have no idea who that is, but yeah, let me see who this is. Who is this? Like someone I used to, I don't know. Who are these guys? At the last bottom corner there. Fucking that's loading. Whatever. There's more though. I'm not gonna get into it, but you kind of get the idea. All right, this is whole back and forth shit. I'm not about to go into this whole thing, but you kind of get the idea. Mike, your thoughts, bro?
It just sounds like a bunch of whining and complaining and back and forth and all that stuff. It's just,
basically, yeah, man. That's basically what it is, bro. I like Elgin. I don't hate him at all. I think he's a good talent. You know what I mean? I just think, again, there's some truth to what he's saying, though. The wrestler today being soft as shit. I agree with that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? There's that boundary, I guess, of fans and wrestlers, and I guess a lot of time wrestlers don't know when to break that boundary and shit like that. Anyway, Mike, this was fun. This was awesome, bro.
Yeah.
Man. This was really, really fun. Thank you again for tuning in. All you guys for tuning in as well. If you guys are new to the channel, new to the podcast, you can follow me on Twitter at HeelSteven. Oh, there you go. There I go again. Holy shit. Follow me on Twitter at HeelSteven. The podcast is available on all the podcasting platforms. Apple Podcast, Spotify, Stitcher, TuneIn Radio, Google Podcast, Anchor.fm, which, by the way, is the official sponsor of Around the Point. If you're a podcaster out there, if you want your podcast to start, Anchor is the way to go. They have the creation tool to help your podcast, whether you're on a computer or on your phone, to help edit your podcast. It's absolutely free. They will help you get your podcast distributed to Apple Podcasts, Stitcher, Spotify, and all the major sites where you can listen to a podcast. Anchor.fm, available on iOS or over at Google Play if you're on a mobile device. But again, over at Anchor.fm, the official sponsor of Around the Point. We're also sponsored by Honey. Let Honey save you money. Get instant deals and coupons and promo codes on all your online shopping. Use the special link that's in the description box. Click on that link and start saving up and sign up to that link. Let Honey, once again, save you money. And again, Mike, they can follow me on Twitter at HeelSteven. Mike, what about you, bro? Where can they follow you at, bro? Let them know, man. Put the camera up, bro.
You can follow me. You can follow me on Twitter at Big Mike's WRS, and you can follow me on YouTube and subscribe at Big Mike's Wrestling Recap Show. And
again, this past Friday, myself and Big Mike did our latest episode of the Throwback ECW One Night Stand 06. This week, we're going to be covering the first In Your House, since NXT is bringing back In Your House, so make sure you tune in for that one. And with that being said, guys, this has been another installment of Around the Point. I am Steve, and he is Big Mike, and we'll see you guys next week for another episode of Around the Point. Have a good night, good weekend, and wash your hands, dorks.